first question that I always like to bring in and see if you can think about this. How did you grow in the past year? Now, this is a big question because some people may be very new to the field and may not have, experienced it, so that's okay too. Okay, so growth. So last time when we were in our meeting, we were also talking a lot about growth. So I found this backwards brain bicycle, and while everybody's downloading the Mentimeter, I'm just going to show you what this is about.
Goes to the left. I thought this would be easy, so I hopped on the bike ready to demonstrate how quickly I could conquer this.
Okay.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Desmond Salmon. First attempt riding the bicycle.
I couldn't do it. You can see that I'm laughing, but I'm actually really frustrated. In this moment, I had a really deep revelation. My thinking was in a rut. This bike revealed a very deep truth to me. I had the knowledge of how to operate the bike, but I did not have the understanding. Therefore, knowledge is not understanding. Look, I know what you're probably thinking. Destin's probably just an uncoordinated engineer, can't do it. That's not the case at all. The algorithm that's associated with riding a bike in your brain is just that complicated. Think about it. Downwards force on the pedals, leaning your whole body, pulling and pushing the handlebars, gyroscopic precession in the wheels. Every single force is part of this algorithm. And if you change any one part, it affects the entire control system. I do not make definitive statements that often, but I'm telling you right now, you cannot ride this bicycle. You might think you can, but you can't. I know this because I'm often asked to speak at universities and conferences, and I take the bike with me. It's always...
No, you didn't understand. You didn't understand. So, this way. Alright, so, whenever you're ready. Wait. No, you have to keep your feet on. Alright, let's do it again. Let you guys start rolling at least. And go. Alright, back up. Okay, so keep your feet on the pedal. Go.
Okay, so I'm going to just fast forward because I know you're all getting the point of this.
And jump back onto the old road I was more familiar with. Any small distractions at all, like a cell phone ringing in my pocket, would instantly throw my brain back to the old control algorithm and I would wreck. But at least I could ride it. My son is the closest person to me genetically, and he's been riding a normal bike for 3 years. That's over half his life. I wanted to know how long it would take him to learn how to ride a backwards bike, so I told him if he learned how to ride a backwards bike, he could go with me to Australia and meet a real astronaut.
Are you gonna give up? Go ahead. This is how it starts. Look at this. Wow. This is such a big deal. Get up, you got it. But did you see his brain get it? So he, in how many weeks are we gonna do this? 2 weeks? In 2 weeks, he did something that took me 8 months to do, which demonstrates that a child has more neuroplasticity. Am I even saying that right? Than an adult.
It's clear from this experiment that children have a much more plastic brain than adults. That's why the best time to learn a language is when you're a young child.
Okay. So,
I learned that well.
let me turn this off and go back to my presentation. So the point of that is obviously learning, right? It's not easy when you're used to a habit to break the habit and completely learn something else. And that's of course also with the clients that we're working with, but also you in your work that you're doing. So that he was saying that in the beginning. We may sometimes have the knowledge, but it doesn't mean that you also understand it. Just as much like I'm telling you a lot maybe today, but at the end it's about you understanding it. It's great. I at some point in my life I was reading so many books, and then I was being told stop reading books, just experience it. Because reading, it's all happening in the brain, but it's at the end it's doing it what helps you to really get better. Of course, also the point of that is that children definitely learn a lot faster than adults, and that's what we see in our work with the little ones. They get so much faster in comprehending learning programs than the older ones. Not all the time, but that's definitely happening for a lot of our clients. Now, was everybody able to download Mentimeter? Any problems with that? No? So it worked? Okay. So this is what I'm hearing from all of you. Supervision, playfulness, organization, perseverance, I like that, also in regards to what we were just seeing, knowledge, follow through, program development, confidence, openness, oh, that's interesting, antecedent, playfulness, observation, flexibility, oh that's for sure in this word, awareness, being familiar with the programs, yeah, that's important. Getting better at playtime, well, that's awesome, because that's also what we want to do today here. Initiative, patience, and I think, did I get them all? Organization, that's nice, I like that. Anybody who wants to maybe expand on what you put on the board? Anybody who likes to expand a little bit? Who wrote down, you don't have to, say it, openness.
I do.
Okay, but do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, I think just an openness of getting feedback and then giving it back.
Mm-hmm.
And not taking criticism so personally.
Right.
Especially with families and just kind of flowing with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's, all these are beautiful words. And, it really, being open is really everything all together, because it's such a learning process. We're getting so much feedback from parents, sometimes awesome feedback, sometimes really not awesome feedback, from colleagues, from supervisors. There's so many people, bringing all the feedback, and it's learning to not take it personal, right? Because at the moment you take it personal, that's when you get demotivated. I was yesterday, Jamie was there too, at Calaba conference, ABA, or people from the nation or in California are all going to. And one of the things, there were so many things that were said and that we heard and learned from, but is to, one of the things that was the outcome in the research for the job satisfactions for DIs is also that they feel that what they're doing is actually making sense. They are making a difference. So sometimes it gets so hard when either you just don't know, am I doing the right thing? Maybe your supervisor's not around, or maybe families are kind of complaining, because we definitely get that too. And then it's so difficult, right? Because then it's like being in your own world and you're thinking like, am I doing the right thing? And then especially not taking things personal and knowing, okay, what am I doing right, but also how can I make sure that I'm doing right? And feeling actually the gratitude from the work, because that's definitely one of the biggest motivators. What they found in the research, like how to have people get going, is being motivated, that they know are making a difference. So yeah, we'll do another poll soon. But thank you for doing that. I'm glad it's working. Okay, so today, Jamie is going to do a portion and I'm going to do a portion, and we're going to all be together doing also role play. This is the content. It could be that we're not doing this one because we don't want to fill you up while maybe you're getting already tired. So if the energy is there, we'll continue. If the energy is dropping, we'll change it up. Now, this one, as you know, I'm really fond of doing testing to make sure everybody's really understanding what we're doing. So make sure you have a paper and a pen, because at the end we're having a test that we really want to ensure that what we have presented, that you've learned, and that we achieved our goal from what we wanted you to learn. If it happens to be that when we are looking at the test scores that it's really different than what we were hoping for, then of course afterwards we'll help you to get up to the 80% and learn what we want you to learn. Okay, so what will I know at the end of the day? Well, definitely be learning to be more powerful in reinforcement and making a difference, because that's the biggest thing. Be making a difference in the client's outcome by using the correct reinforcement. Now, using a token economy, we really want to make sure that everybody's using visuals if needed, and that token economies are being used correctly. Also, be strategic communication partner. Communication is the key. Communication in so many ways, what I mentioned earlier. So also that you'll be learning. Work as a strong DI in parent training. Last time we had parent training, we're going to do that again to learn to be, to have a great effect in the parent training. With the change of a new president, there is also a new person who will be in charge of health. and care. And unfortunately, there's already a lot of things being said about changes in funding and such. We don't know where it's going to go. But the one thing that I always keep in mind, we never know if this is going to be forever, that parents are receiving this amount of services. That doesn't mean that jobs will go away, jobs will stay. But what it does mean is that families may receive less services. So that's why it's so important that we make them strong in parent training. So whenever something happens, whether it is less funding, you're getting sick, staff turning over, which is a fact in this profession, parents are being the ones that still can teach the child. Okay, so and understand client sensory needs and how to affect their senses. Now that's also something that we will be doing either today. If we don't get to it, we'll just do it during our next training.